Back. When we left off, we'd finished the Breaking Bad little snippet app that we were working with. The images loaded correctly. We were able to click on the images and get the quotes for the characters, like so. We were able to go back to the main menu, select another one. Apparently she has none. There we go, yeah. So, moving on to the next part. The next part is to create a new Flutter app. So, kill this. Go back here. This is where we start building the Twitter, looks like. If I can remember how, I'm just, I'm gonna guess here. Nice. Okay, so we got our Twitter project. Which means probably need to, there it is. We're going to use some of our Breaking Bad examples in this, I'm sure. Alright, now the first part of this task is to go here. Actually, let's see. It says to keep our project code base organized, create the following inside libs: screens and widgets. So screens, widgets, and then it says throw this code into the Dart main, or the main.dart. Okay, and actually, you know, before I go that way, just to have this on record, because a lot of this helped me, I think in the Breaking Bad project. We're just gonna rename this to old main. Skip changes. We're not gonna refactor anything. Because we're going to add the main there, and I don't want anything to be messed with from the back end. So there's that. Now I don't know what this is going to result in. Let's see what it's actually doing. Get rid of this. Material app. So I'm either going to be filling this in, or what kind of requirements are there? Nothing is required. Stateless widget. I mean, that's pretty sure that's the same. Probably have the same super key stuff. Yeah. Previously the build. Okay, so this was, yeah, it was the demo. Some theme information. So it's really pretty close. They just removed all the contents of the material app, so the home and all that sort of stuff. So that's the first part of the assignment. After setting up the project, we will start by building the sign up and sign in pages. The final result should look like this. Great. So we have an app bar, looks like, with the sign up button that'll take you to the new view. If they want this round, there's got to be like a pill formatting, or you know, something. You may notice some of the sections in both screens are similar, therefore it's a good practice to extract these widgets, which will be used more than once, to make your code cleaner and reusable. We'll start by creating a reusable widget for our entire entry fields. Okay. So just make sure that it looks like that. Alright, consistent. Entry field .dart. Create a new stateless widget, custom entry field with these attributes. A new stateless widget. So that's see. Throw this over here for now. We're going to need this, I believe. And we're going to call this entry. No, what is this? Custom entry field. Because it can't just be entry field. I mean, you know what? I'm pretty sure this is all manual review, meaning one of my other classmates will be reviewing it. And let me see if there's any chance that they have something called entry field. No, I don't see anything. So, yeah, why throw the custom on there? I'm not sure. I mean, does Flutter have a built-in entry field? You know, I think that's finding mine here. Let's see. Let's call it C entry field, and then let's see what happens. Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, this will be fun. I can't remember. Excuse me. It's been a long weekend. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. It's been pretty busy. We went over to my sister's. That was fun. A lot of family hanging out. Some drinking. Got to do more of that today in about an hour. So this is probably going to be a short video. Okay, so we're going to go to the Breaking Bad code. We're going to go to our lib. We're going to just... This helps me remember without looking at documentation, just like the structure of the class, what I'm trying to do here. So we need a hint. So string hint. We need a text editing controller. That's not right. Yeah, we're going to initialize them here. So we're going to continue this model. Now there might be another way to do this, or a more appropriate method, but for now we're going to stick with it because it's all new. All new, so why mess with what works? You know, once you start figuring it out a little bit, it's nice to play with and, you know, see how things work. But a lot of times this is just kind of how I roll. Let's see. Use key and widget. Use key and widget. Okay, so I remember this. This is not in this one. I think it's like key question mark equals key. And then we need like the super key. Clearly I'm not doing something right, but again, this is why I reference old code. Trying to remember where we did that at. Right here. Key. Just that's in the top part. No, it's not. No, there's no equal. And all of a sudden we're better. Okay. What this is all referring to? I mean, super is typically a inheritance, right? It's calling the parent's version of key or something, and it's assigning it to this entry field key, which would make sense since we're extending the stateless widget, and this has to have some built-in of key in there somewhere. But yeah, I am definitely unfamiliar with a lot of this, so super key. So maybe we could just say super key. Looking at this documentation, let's just try that real quick. This is in the builder, this is the stuff, and then let's see. That's again the builder. No, that's what is that again? Let's look at it. We're just skipping through all the important documentation. Of course, the final property. This is let's see. Const green fog. Now this is the constructor, which is, I should have added that to my entry field value there. So we're just gonna try that. I think it was like super key. Clearly I've failed somewhere. Super dot key, maybe. Super dot key, okay. So yeah, like this makes more sense to me, right? I want the parent's key value. I'm not sure what the syntax is exactly saying. I mean, usually when I see this sort of thing, I believe it's in like TypeScript, when you say that there's a return value in a function as of a type, but clearly that's not what that's doing there. Now, I think this is a class with non-final fields. Yeah, so we need like a, I think we need to do like a build, maybe. I think that's why this is one or more of its instance field aren't final. Entry field controller is password. So is immutable. So do I need to just say final? Yeah, so that took care of that part. We don't have a build. Can't be assigned to a variable. Oh, right. Well, yeah, that's true. I guess this can be, is password false is the default probably. Yeah, so we need a text editing controller object. Let's just remove this from the builder at the moment, or the constructor. Now it's going to say, you need the thing. Which controller isn't trying for the, yeah, so. That part's gonna be fun. Let's take a look at what this says. Body, so it looks as follows. Yeah, it's basic. It's a circle thing. It looks like when you click on it, maybe, and it. I mean, like, what is going on there? Is it slightly shaded? I can't tell on my screen. It looks like it's just a hue. I have two. This one has a little bit better contrast, it looks like. Looks like it's a little gray, and then once it's active, it has a blue circle around it. Oh, okay. Well, actually, the requirements are right there. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't read the whole thing. So what is this controller? Set the text field controller to controller. Well, that's so I need to give it an empty string. Default value of an optional parameter must be constant. I feel like this needs to be like an optional parameter. The default value of an optional parameter must be constant. Well, we do want it to be optional because the result could be null. Or I guess it's just potentially an empty string. I'm not sure what I follow here. Let's go look at it. Text editing controller. It just shows. Do I need to have it be a private variable? And you see how they're saying that the final value here, there's none of this stuff. There's no assignment. So I don't understand. I guess I need to do it here. Define the constant structure because the field controller is initialized with a non-constant value. Yeah, okay. Build. Okay, so it looks like we're getting somewhere. So when it's a, we can just make it private probably too, maybe. What's happening here? Maybe field controller isn't used. Try removing the field. Yeah, well, it should be the same way either way. Maybe controllers are built in, and this version of controller is not. Okay, well, we got our stuff so far. Now we just need to build. We're gonna override. I'm gonna use this. We're gonna use a scaffold. Scaffold seems to be just like a React fragment type situation where you just put whatever you want to in it, and then it comes out with stuff. With contacts build, yeah, this looks okay so far. So let's see. Requires text widgets, text field. Okay, so we want a text field with these values. Looks like, and we're gonna have an app bar. Well, actually, no. This isn't. That's in the app. So let's think about that. guess we're just making a text field. Body. All right, what does the scaffold have? Widget body. Now, why can't we just, I feel like I can just say text field. I don't know why I'm using a scaffold, to be honest. That feels way more involved than this needs to be. So the build is going to return my text field, and my text field is going to have a style, if I remember right. Style. I need to see a margin in here. Let's go to here. Dart text field. I'm familiar with the style component, but others had a margin, so let's just check it out. Margin. No margin. So where can we add margin to this? Right? Vertical margin 15. We'll take a look. Now I wish I could figure out. I think we can know how to make this show up too. So let's see. We'll just start with style because I know that there's a lot of, and then we want like, there's the text line vertical, but the style, how does the style? I think it needs like text style. Text style, and then margin. Is a margin an option? Foreground, background, shadows, height, color, decoration. I don't see. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, margin wasn't in the text style because it was in our container previously. So I think what might have to happen is that we wrap the text field inside some container to give the margin correct placement. Okay, let's try this border. I don't see any radius either. This calls for a border radius, which is the other thing I don't remember seeing anywhere. Cursor radius? That doesn't sound right. There's an in focus. Build context. Well, set the text field controller to controller. Border radius circular. Let's go see how to do this. And my assumption is we're going to have to put this in another container So see, this is a text field. This is not, or is it? Is this or no? Yeah, we are using a text field. Okay. So I guess it has. Have I looking in the wrong place? Text field. Decoration. Okay, so there's like an input decoration. Okay, that's something we haven't dug into yet. Okay, let's try that. So it's not really the style, I guess. But what can we do in style that's applicable? Outline, border, colors. Outline, border color. It says it's blue, but I think that's only when it's selected, so you can do background color. I don't know if that's only applied to the text either, but we'll find out. Colors, gray, shade, 200 is what it wants. Okay, now let's see. Decoration, input decoration. Oh, God bless, that gets frustrating. I just want to add this. Border, outline, input, border. Let's see. This was border radius. Border radius dot. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Border radius dot circular 20, I think it was. 30. Okay. So I'm just looking through these examples. I wish I could see some actual working examples. Everything's an input decoration. I don't know what. Yeah, they are input decorations. Okay, the debug draws a horizontal line under the text field. Showing icon, label, hint text, and error text. Okay, so the hint. So should be a hint in here somewhere. Hint text equals hint, like it's going to be the hint from the object, but I might need to say this hint. Can't remember if I did over here or not. I probably don't. Yeah, that doesn't seem to like it. Tover's messaging me working on this too. Tover's a buddy of mine that is in this Holberton full stack program. I'm telling him that it's the part he's working on is the last part we were on, and he's saying that the instructions had called for a character tile, and I think we discussed that briefly, and it just seemed like a pain in the butt at the moment when it was already working. So I avoided it all completely. He's like, I had it working, tried to do the character tile, now I broke everything. I can't get it back the way it was. So I feel for him. But I think that's pretty much like what we're doing here. We're making this entry field component or a widget. It's just a small piece of the greater puzzle. Okay, right, so we have our hint. Yeah, I think that should work. Let's see, what do we got? We've done the background. We haven't done this vertical margin, so let's see what. I don't think I saw anything. Text alignment. Text align vertical. Okay, let's try that. I'm gonna try and keep these in alphabetical order, if I can remember what comes before what. Text align vertical. Now this is a text align vertical element, and then or widget. Okay, so Y is a double, so I'm guessing I could just say 15 here. Oh wait. It's between -1 and 1. Okay, so this is probably alignment inside again, and if we say 0, then that's centered, which is, I think this is how I'd like to just do things, assuming this will work. Y is required. Okay, so Y, oh god, there, :0. For const. Okay, Jesus. There you go. Alright, so there's the vertical alignment, but we do need some sort of margin somehow. So, text field with margin, maybe? Flutter text field with margin. I'm not sure what some of these are that I opened here already. And I tried looking for margin in the text field documentation. Yep, of course. And didn't see it, probably because it's in some subclass of styling or, I don't know, a decoration perhaps? I don't know. Show around the text field, that's around. This is the example where it's all lowercase. This is where we got our border radius, so only obscure text when. Okay, so that's probably some other text field. Obscure text is password. Right? So if it's a Boolean value, when we set the is password to true, it's gonna obscure the text. So there's that. How much? Okay, so this, we need this. We've done this. We've done this. Text field controller to controller. Text field controller. So A B C D controller. Controller. That seems pretty basic. Only obscure text, outline border color, Colors blue, outline border. Now that's, I think, on focus. So how do we... how do I know when this is... There's gotta be like a focus, right? There's not gotta be focus value. Focus color. Okay, let's try that. That's what I was hoping for. Let's see, border, focus, focus color, colors dot blue. Yeah, that's all it wants. And the outline border radius is center. Set hint to hint. I think we're done except for the margin. Everything looks good except for the margin. Of course, of course. So how do we do a text field with margins? Let's just go straight to the... to add some space around the widget like this. Yeah. In Flutter, we generally talk about padding around a widget rather than margin. The container widget does have the margin parent, but even this just wraps it child and name decoration with a padding widget internally. So padding, well, that's a padding, which gives you something like this, right? Yeah, yeah, it's wrapping it. So I guess that this is technically not what I want. Yeah, everything seems to be... I wish there was another way to do this. Yeah, this is what it always seems to be. Let's see if there... I don't think there's padding. There's so many. Let's see, you know what? Hey, yeah, what are we doing? Go here. Margin padding. Scroll padding. Ooh. It says the decoration. Let's see. And inset scroll padding. Yeah, that's not what I want. I think decoration maybe. Where we want... Oh god, so much to look through. You know what, okay, so let's see what is this? Outline border, input border. Let's go look at this item. I mean, thank God the documentation isn't terrible. I've been through that enough lately with some other projects. Side of the borders. No, I want... Yeah, I think the only way to do this is just to wrap it in a padding div, which is, whatever. That's fine. Padding. Let's see, the child is our text field now, and everything else. My music just stopped for some reason. No phone call. Pandora seems to have crashed. That was strange. Okay, well, before we lose that and I forget to Text field. The named parameter padding. So this needs a padding. Flutter padding. I saw somebody's example showed like a top, bottom, left, right type thing, but I guess I need this. Edge insets, probably top, right? So let's see. So if we go here. Padding, edge, insets, directional. What can I say here? Doesn't have an unnamed constructor. Dot top. What is going on here? I only want the top to be inset. What's the problem here? For const. Okay, good. Hopefully that's enough to fix whatever the hell's going on here. Creates a border in a sort child properties last in widget instance. Oh my god. Okay, yep, forgot about that. I mean, yeah, alphabetical, whatever. This made more sense knowing what it wanted. I forget that the children should be last. Okay, so I think we're done. How do we test this? Let's go ahead and test it. So material, we're going to import this. Import widgets entry field, and then oh man, what does this look like? I forget what the contents of this look like. I think it's just like body. Clearly not. It's probably gonna be too many things for me to search for through want to. So let's go to the old main and see what it throws up. Context return. So let's just return. Okay, so we are in our main. Let's bring this over here. Wait. Stateless widget, return material app. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Okay, theme, title, home. So we just gave it a home of my widget, maybe? Like, what is this? Let's go look at the old one. By old one, I mean the one that we worked with. Home, const home screen, yeah, so this built a scaffold though, so maybe we need a scaffold, right? If I look at this in my old home screen, has a function. It builds a scaffold with an app bar. So let's just try a scaffold. Oh my god, get out of here. I wish I just would like to turn that off. I don't know why. I think it's set up that way. App bar. App bar. Title. Twizzler. I don't know what's it. Twitter. Tweet. Squawker. There we go. Okay, so that's fine. Now why is this? I thought it was fine. Oh, God. Okay. Man. I forget you can't just throw a string in anything. It's got to be, you know, something else. So this would be const text squawker. And maybe this will work again. No, it does not like that. Okay, that's fine. Scaffold. Okay, so then we need... Oh, no, let's see. Yeah, no, I want there. What's the next part we want? Our scaffold. The thing we actually want to build is a body. And this is where we want our widget. I guess it's just entry field, maybe. Yeah, entry field. Now, hint. Okay, let's throw these values in there. Hint, checking. Okay, we can say is password false, true. You know, we're just gonna... I don't know if I actually need any of these since they all default to something. So... how do I put in more than one of these? Container? Container with children? Does container have children? Or does it just have child? Okay, let's try it. Container children. Fuck. Could have a list, right? List view. List view, I think, has children, maybe? We just used this in the last one, I'm trying to remember. Children, okay. Children. Right, and then this can be a list of widgets, I believe. Yeah. Entry field, blah, blah, blah. Entry field. Is password true? True? There we go. Okay, well, with any luck, we've created a squawker page with 2 widgets in it, and let's see. Pretty sure we're going to need like placeholders, email, you know, password, all that, but we'll get there as soon as we see what these look like. I guess I can just say Flutter run D, we'll go Windows, because that's typically been better. Watergate does not bother me. Does your conscience bother you? Still running. Hey, look, there we go. Let's see, so this one should obscure my, oh yeah, so good. And the blue shows up. Oh, it's like we knew what we were doing. Okay, but as you can see, the text decoration has the gray on just that, and the white is the same as the background. The white in the field is the same as the background, but when the text shows up, it is a little grayed out. And to be honest, that difference in contrast is so marginal that I don't like it. But it's nice to see things work the first time out. Like that's, and there's the top margin and everything. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Alabama. Lord, I'm coming home to you. Here I come, Alabama. All right. So, what am I thinking? I want to increase the shade. So I'm assuming a higher value is a higher shade. I don't know what it goes up to. Let's try 300. Let's just see what that looks like. I'm gonna have to, oh wait, it is on the text, so I think 300 is probably okay. I can see that much easier. The text is the hint. Okay, so the hint is gonna be email, password. It's not actually like a hoverable hint, I think. Yeah. So we want to make this readable. Let's see, hint, enter email. Hint, enter password. I'm not sure what the actual end result was supposed to look like. Decoration, we need to change, so this shade is better. Does not need to be on the text, it needs to be here. Where's the background? Text style, counter style, what is all that? Fill color? Okay, let's try filled. We'll try fill color first, and then if that doesn't throw it, we'll do filled true as well. No, it's not in the decoration. I don't think. Is it? Was I looking at the decoration? Jesus Christ. is focused. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, text field. Where did I pull it up at? Which one is this? Border text field. Fill. Back color. Nothing. Nothing? Honestly, nothing. Okay. I guess the style, maybe? To use for the text being edited. No. I want an entire style. So we'll just... Wait, isn't that this thing? Input decoration. Okay, so it's that we need to look at. Input decoration. Flutter. Let's go read the color. Gray, but be blue, focus and red, da 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 da. Yeah, yeah. I want to find the values. Come on, like just give me. Fill color. There it is. Okay, yeah, and that's in this guy. Fill color. And then we can comment this styling out. I don't think that worked. Okay, yeah, right, because we need like filled true. Come on now. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. They look beautiful. The hover is interesting. It's like one shade darker. I don't think we can, but let's. I mean, I think it's all multiples of. I don't think that worked. Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't. Oh no, just air it out. Yeah. Let's go. So what is the? This is what they want us to use. Is the 200, and then it's just so no. I can't handle it. It's just so subtle. Okay. And we know the margin's working because it's not just up like these edges are on everything. Now I think that is also confusing a little bit. Like why would it only want a top margin when all the examples show a margin on either? Because it's the element, I guess, and I'm gonna be putting these in like I did here, like a list view, and the list view is probably, so the list view would be in its own padding div that would add the horizontal padding. Okay, so how do I handle this app bar? I want the color to be different. Color, shadow color, surface tint color, background color. Let's see, background color. This just looks like they made it white, like white as white. Colors dot white. I can't handle just like pure white. Let's just try that for now. Oh, that's really dark. 10. So this is like really shaded shadow. Okay, so we need like close to 100. This is really the Interesting. Gray dot shade 300. So I could say gray shade 100, and that's almost white. I'm the same old shirt you've been having for years. Alright, so text color, text style, text color, surface foreground. Is this the foreground? The black. Yeah, okay, so that is the foreground color. Now, how do we center? Where's the alignment? Or do I have to add a padding somewhere in here? Text style. Toolbar text style. Bar text style. Oh my god, get out of here. Stop with the us. Alignment. Horizontal. Flutter. Flutter text style centered. Text align. Well, that's in a text. Oh, wait. Okay, if it's in a text. Yeah, this is nice. Let's just see. Text align center. Text align. And we need a comma. Let's just try that. Oh, come on. Come on. Shoot. Title. Should this be a center div with a child of text? I mean, we can try that. Center. And maybe that'll just work. Child. And then type widget. Why isn't this? Why doesn't it want this? Creates widget that centers its child. Prefer const with. Okay, Jesus. Let's just see. I know it's a mess. I'm gonna clean it up. Yeah, that's better though. Yeah, center, man. Center's like my friend. But at the same time, it's just like, why do I have to do that? Why do I have to put everything in a center? Now, I don't know. Let's just take a look at this too. I'm curious. It's probably gonna show up white again. I could style the text here. Text style. Now is it a foreground color? It's just color in this case, right? So colors dot black, colors dot black. We'll just give it a little bit of a touch. Whoa, what happened there? Thought that would be much. Is that a okay? Maybe this is a opacity. Thanks. Okay. Well, you know, I think it's just fewer things to look at, and this just seems like it's easier to change. Should I want to just edit the text color? We'll do the 87, sure, why not? Okay. Now this feels like it should definitely be, like this list view should be its own like login page with all this stuff. So we've got the entry field done. Just like we did with the entry field, we are going to create a reusable button inside flat button. Okay. Yeah, see, like the instruction is just build the widget, but you don't even get to see what it looks like until you try to actually implement it and put it in stuff. And it's like, this is what we're going to end up with, but we're nowhere near there. And I mean, we're you know, we're getting there, but like, what am I trying to say? It'd be nice if the main file was set up so that I could just add the component and something would show up. Maybe instead of having to write it out, but at least for this part, right? If they, since they're giving me a pre-designed component, then have it spit out something like this and just make sure that this works correctly. But now we're going to make the submit button, so that's fine, we'll get there. And technically this list view, this body on the scaffold will probably end up being the page that I'm going to be using. So similar to, I think this one, is this the same file? No, it's the same file, never mind. Right, our home is just a page that has a scaffold. So I guess it's technically going to be all of this whole part. No worries, no worries. And I wonder if our title ends up being in there. Let's see. Material at home. Yeah, so let's say title. Squawker, and then I wonder if we take the yeah, it definitely loses that from the app bar. I'm not sure where this comes in just yet. I thought maybe it just got applied, but no. But let's see, theme, no theme. I think this is what's applied to the app bar, maybe. Get out of here. So let's see what happens if we, wait, no, not that. That was weird. Did you see it change colors like that? Now why is that throwing a fit all of a sudden? Type material color. Color can't be assigned to the parameter type. From Dart UI. Well, isn't that what I just did? So gray. So that works. So it's like a primary color without any subclass on it. That's kind of frustrating. You can't really customize that very much. Does that work? Wow. So if you want any kind of custom app bar, it seems like you have to, at the moment, I mean, you know, it's the first time messing with this, it seems like you have to assign it individually in each section rather than trying to predefine it in your theme. Okay. Entry field. Now we're going to create. Oh, it's almost 2:30. Let me check my phone, see if my wife's woke up. Looks like she and Cisco might still be sleeping, so let's just try and get this button done. We do the walk. Do the walk of life. Yeah, you do the walk of life. Alright, let's see, we're gonna just grab this stuff for now. Create a stateless widget custom flat budget button with these attributes. Create a new stateless widget. So this is going to be the build. Of course, we're going to probably call it just flat button. Let's see, we need a label and an onPressed, which is, I think, a bool. It's a function. Great. Can I just say function? Yeah. Function onPressed. Now, I mean, like, there's so many built-ins. Why do I need to make this? Whatever. Whatever. The boy can play. Dedication. Devotion. Turning all the nighttime into the day. They do the walk. You do the walk of life. You do the walk of life. Let's see. What am I looking for? This label. Just go with submit as a default. This pressed, I mean, I don't know, default return pressed. Does that work? The default value of an optional parameter must be constant. The default value of an optional parameter. The name isn't a class. Try correcting the name to match an existing class. Why you can't turn say goodbye. I'll make you free and swim through your veins like a fish in the sea. I'm singing. What is going on here? What the heck is going on here? Dot is required or something like that. Required. Required. I don't remember how this works exactly. I don't remember where it's at. Required. This dot on press. Ah, okay. Right, because it's a return, it's a passed in parameter. That's not what I want. Why? Nobody else like me. Don't know how you met me, don't know why you can't turn around and say goodbye. All you know is when I'm with you, I make you free and swim through your veins like a fish in the sea. I'm singing. Everything is not all right right now. Want to leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. Let's see. Dart class with, like, this seems like this should be a method. So, why would I, yeah, like, right? I feel like I just leave this off. And then we do an on pressed, which is now a constant. Let's see, that would be like the Breaking Bad example in our, let's see, it's in the lib, it's in the home screen, I think, and this is, right, we're just doing a method here. And there's no actual variable, so let's do that. And it doesn't return anything, but we'll just call it a function. Unpressed. And for now, we'll just return testing. Now, why is this? Yeah, the build, correct. Predict a constant, immutable. Okay, I think it's this. Yeah, alright. Now why? String can't be returned from the method onPress because it has a return type of function. Oh, no, that's not at all what I want. What is it gonna, do I have to define? Is it dynamic? Can I just say dynamic? Yeah. Or void? I don't know, I don't necessarily think that it's going to return anything. Yeah, there we go. We do want a method. I want it to do something, but I don't need it to return anything, at least at the moment. Okay, so this looks good. Let's do our override of our build. And just like the entry field, where'd it go? Up. Let's go here, and we want to complete widget as follows. Let's see. So it wants border radius. I don't see any. Here's our parameters. Background color. Default primary color. Primary color dark. What are these? I'm assuming, I mean, this makes me, this is, if the primary color is blue, I mean, this is getting into this theme aspect on the main portion, this theme data. So primary text theme. I'm guessing you then grab some of these values or just set them. Okay, well we'll start with you know, whatever. That's fine. We can set that as purple so that we can see it in action, right? Like once we actually get our buttons done, then I'm assuming the primary swatch will be swatch will be purple. Primary color, let's see, background color. Alright, so we need a custom flat button. Is it defined? Okay, so oh wait, where does that live? That's probably in an import. I haven't imported Flutter. Let's go find it. New buttons name, Flutter documentation. Flat button. Text button theme. New widget text button. Is that what we're at? Text button. Visual style properties. It's talking about the API for the old classes aren't compatible with the new classes. On pressed. Yeah, so that's going to be our on pressed. That's our function. Our child is going to be a text element with submit in it, which is going to be the label. Text. Let's see, it's just label, I think, with no decoration. And let's go ahead and insert it into our list so we get it below. We're going to have to import this as well. Import widgets. Why is this not? Oh, because it's not a string. I was like, what is going on here? Widgets. There we go. Flat button. So this, at least we can check our objects. So label. No, actually we don't need one, right? Because it's optional and we've preset it. And why? For const with const. It's true. Let's see what we ended up with. Okay, so we have a primary color of purple. It goes across the entire field. So that's this up here. Okay, so how primary, let's try colors dot purple. I'm gonna throw that out of there. No, it didn't work. Now, I don't know what, like it's just returning a string, so nothing's really happening. Style. This says button style. Oh, get out of here. Foreground color. Material state property. Material state property. Dot all. This says color. Hello? Okay, I'll be right down. Alright. Bye. And with that, we have to get going. Foreground color. Material state property color. I think this is similar to the issue we had here. Color and color swatch constraints, which represent material design's color palette. Golly, really? Like what am I supposed to, like? This is the example they have, and I guess this might be throwing it into, like, is this how you cast into a specific property? Let's just try again. Yeah, that's, I don't want that. Background okay, right, just like here, rather here. Background color, and then this one is going to be black, or was just white for now. Okay, we got our purple button with a label. And this probably wants a const here. No, what the hell is wrong with you? Sort child power. Oh, Jesus. I'll remember that one of these days. And then, okay, so I'm gonna try this method on this at some point. You know, I can just copy. I gotta go though. But I just want to see it. Yeah, problem. Okay, so that's not, that doesn't work. Because this is a primary color. All right, well, you know, we made some progress. Probably add some padding to this and all that sort of stuff, just like we did that, and the rounding edges, correct the colors, and bada bing, bada boom, we're done with that one. But thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.